off again. I didn't even know I could gather. Cool. Did not know I could do that. Hey. What? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it turns out someone's chasing me down, and once they hit you, they don't stop hitting you. Kind of want to see if they were actually like there, but I don't see them. Well, since he did that, I'm gonna gather my poppy again, just to flex on him. Here, check that out, guy. Check that out. Hey, what are you gonna do about it? It runs like my Grammy mall. Hey. Okay, maybe I deserve that. Okay. So, alright. Let them pass. Don't encounter them. Don't mess with them. They're not. We're not homies. They're on my list for that one. So I should have to run down here and hopefully find a means to escape. You know the part that don't make no sense to me? Well, maybe not. I thought one of these dudes had a bow. He has a bow. He's just chasing that dude down with a bow in his hand. Homie's got plot armor. Bro, what is this? Bro, what is... What was it? Did I hit the wrong button to get on that horse? Like, what happened there? Was I getting on the wrong horse? I might have tried to get on the wrong horse. Who is Teresa, by the way? Is that the... Heck, I just played this a second ago and I forget already. That's the lady that showed up and was chitting and chatting with me, right? I can't pick that one up, as it turns out. I think it is. I think it's the lady that was talking about the sword at the very end there. Trot, default, canter, ideally combine speed and stamina. Okay, sure. So hopefully I saved old girl. Getting stuck on everything.
Yeah.
Am I missing something here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if I can drive. Okay, I hit a cut screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're bleeding and you don't know how to bandage your wounds. You need to find someone who can help you. I think about it. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I think this is the wrong way, actually. Oh, yeah, it is. Suckers. Haha. Get your ankles broken. Y'all really thought... Hey, hey, brother, hey, brother. How you doing? How you doing? How's your day going? I need to head this. There's a bridge right here I need to pass.
Is to the left along the stream.
Yes, sir. Just trying my best to escape my fate here. Watch out, ladies, they're coming.
They'll kill you all.
I don't know what these guys are saying. I am doing good. I am trying my best to figure this game out. Just started. I played a little bit of it before. Like, I've made it past this point before, but we're gonna have to see how it goes this time. Kind of nervous. These dudes are super cool. I'm sorry, horse. We have to move. Dang. I've heard good stuff about this game. Four playthroughs is kind of crazy. I don't know. I've heard really good things about this game though. So I'll have to definitely try to get into it and actually play farther this time. I think I'm about to die, honestly. I know. I need to let the horse rest, but I'm concerned they're gonna hit me. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I let him rest a smidge, but it didn't help too much. I messed up my route and they got too close to me. I'll try to be a speed demon this time. I accidentally went to my right the first time instead of my left. Cost me pretty big. I mean, it's definitely it's a different experience compared to what I'm like normally used to playing. So definitely
Left. Talmud is to the left
not
along the stream.
not the easiest game to play. Normally, I'm usually playing like, you know, if I do play something single player, it's not like a harder game.
Flee!
Honestly, I don't like lately. I've been kind of just whatever I can get to. Like I've been playing like some 7 Days to Die here lately. That's pretty Not too bad. Honestly, I like single player games, but they haven't released like a ton of like good ones that I've just bought and wanted to play. Probably should try to like play Spider-Man sometime. I've never played either of the Spider-Man games. Getting smoked. Definitely should try to get into the Spider-Man games, I think, though. I've heard they're really good. I don't know, though. Usually, like, pretty much the most recent single-player game I can think of that I played was, like, Days Gone. Days Gone, phenomenal. I played Days Gone too many times.
Hold the others. They torch Scarlet.
And I like to play some, like, Minecraft every once in a while, too. Yeah, I feel that. I used to work a ton. Like I'd be working 6 10s every single week. So I switched jobs, and now I work 2 12s, and then I'm off 2 days. You know, that kind of system. So it's kind of a little different having days off. Minecraft is definitely a good game. I'm kind of like not playing it too heavily here lately, waiting for the new update to drop, but it's not too bad.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here! Hey! And
Loose. That dude's armor is sick. I love that armor.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Okay, I mean that's good though, yeah. I definitely miss the times.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Hot wine. Oh, I guess yeah, I see. I know what they're doing. They lost me for a second there when I heard hot wine.
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army.
Me?
They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language.
Posture.
Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Rip it out. Rip it out.
With your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out.
I gotta pass out, yeah. I'm out like a light.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work.
My fault.
You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
His armor's pretty cool. Yeah, honestly, good as new. Like, I get he said that missed the bone. It's still pretty dangerous to rip something out like that. They wouldn't know back in the day, though. You know, like
This is a
1500s or whatever
I heard, Robard.
they're talking about, but
Tell me,
pretty
boy,
dangerous
what
nonetheless.
exactly happened?
think the
Did
least
you
of my
see
concerns would be the
insides of
bone.
the attackers?
Be more like
Were
the
there any more survivors?
artery.
Sir,
I think there's an artery in your leg.
I don't know what army
Be
it
way
was,
more
but it
dangerous
was
than your
huge.
bone.
There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
Yeah.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Kind of like the guy just lets me hobble around. He doesn't expect me to walk on my own. Pretty cool. Cool. Sir Robard. Of course, the stamina is low. That's not good.
Oh,
Who opened this door?
Uh.
Oh, you're lying. Can you open this door, sir? Thank you. What?
you're that.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh, no.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Thanks, champ. Alright. These are cool looking. What are you doing? I got some cool. Yeah, I seen them. I'm avoiding them.
Must.
Checking out everything around here. It's pretty cool stuff. What do you want from me, boy?
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
That's one way to put it. Oh, didn't realize I was supposed to follow him.
Ah, milady.
Yeah.
You are fortunate. Our good
I was
lady
say I
Sigrid
seen that
Calm
pop up
Valley
and I was like,
has
huh?
graced us with her presence.
Is
Lady,
that
I'm
right?
honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Take everything on the
Just have
table. Yeah.
You're in capable hands, so
Is
I'll
this
leave you to
is this
it.
a game where you have an inventory?
night.
I mean, like a weight system.
Good night, man.
I didn't really pay attention when I was grabbing stuff earlier.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Okay. Fair enough. Probably gonna need it anyways here later on. Oh, nice.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Lentil mash. Why am I guy breathing like that? Roast duck. See how long I can go before I randomly pass out. Dude, my dude breathing is making me nervous. Let's see here. Am I missing it here? Okay, I'm tired, I think, now. Interesting.
Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
Okay, perfect.
How ill-mannered.
What? You alright, dude. Man, start talking to me after I running away already. Don't want to go that way. Yeah, he asked like as soon as I was already running away. Like, what a dude. Yeah, like just couldn't. I could sit there for quite a few minutes, and he was just like, "Nah."
Is someone there?
Nourishment.
Must be the wind.
So I sleep 12 hours, I get my energy back, but sheesh. Wait, did he just say the iconic line must have been the wind?
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
I didn't wake you, boy.
My lady. No,
No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to
Yeah,
help you sleep.
I was noticing that.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right.
Might as well
boy.
tell the story.
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible. and
What is this
unexpected.
camera angle, though?
The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
You know,
Sigismund's horde
I was kind of
already on
looking
the
at that and I
horizon,
was like,
ready
something
to
doesn't
attack
look
the town.
right. But at the same time, I was like, well, maybe he's sitting at the table and I'm just wrong.
A horde of soldiers was amassed.
But I did see
Pennants
that. I thought he was
strapped
sitting
on
at a
the
table
the armor glinting
and
in the
just looked
sunlight
real
and
weird.
the
But he's
horses
supposed to be sitting on the
whinnied
bed,
and
isn't he?
pushing. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack,
How awful.
and then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle.
This lady's pretty
and
loyal as
release
she
my husband.
tried to recruit an army to go
In the
save her
end, I
very
raised
recently
the
married
money to
husband.
pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harvel punished for it?
Very loyal
Never.
lady.
And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
He said it put his head on a spike.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true.
Okay. That's fair.
But what am I doing bothering you with this?
I haven't
You have
actually
troubles
seen
enough of your
too
own.
far into the game yet, so
I'll go.
we'll have to see if this is true or not.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Sounds interesting. Might have to might have to check that out here in a bit. Wait a second. My leg is perfectly fine. Torch. Nighthawk potion. Alright, I'm running. Probably the wrong way, but I'm running.
Scarlet surf in your apple. We tell them everything. What do you think of that?
What's up, gentlemen?
Listen up! If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Hey!
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Good luck to you.
That's my folks.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Facts.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say
It's a
your
fair
grandfather
quote.
was a wise man.
Yeah.
Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storm in the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, Make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Athe now.
Imagine your whole village getting burned down, and you get to sneak out in the middle of the night to walk to a new home, and
Tonight we'll have triple patrol.
they decide to have a
Sort out
chat
the watches
in the
between
pouring down
yourselves.
rain.
And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice, or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report
Oh, I
everything to me
bet.
at once. Understood?
I honestly don't know. I understand partially why they didn't, but at the same time I don't know why they wouldn't
Henry.
chill out in the castle for the night.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Good luck to you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to get away?
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
Just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzig Kobyla?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord. Takes such good care of every one of his serfs.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah.
I
could
mean,
tell
I
you some
understand that,
stories.
but at the same
Not for
time,
good.
he attacked
Jesus, no.
Skalitz for no reason anyway, so,
Just
you
that
know,
I've
why
heard
not just
stories
attack
from
here
other
for no
soldiers
reason?
that would make the skin crawl.
You see?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
You know,
I
if he's
don't
going to
think
randomly
anything much
attack,
will be
he's going to
happening
randomly
today.
attack everyone.
You
If
can
they
just leave
stayed
things
there, they'd
alone
have more
till
manpower to
tomorrow.
hold the walls at least that
I'll
way.
show you what's
They'd starve a little
Will.
faster though at the same time, I guess. No. Maybe I didn't pay attention too much to it then. Oh. Or you know. I guess you gotta fund the war somehow. War is very expensive. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't realize that. Makes sense though, at least.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
I got the gate open right here.
Let's go!
That makes sense though. Guess it makes sense to take over the valuable spots before you get too crazy, though.
Jesus! We're gonna end up like skeletons.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scallis and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent
There it was.
escaped.
I seen that.
Would
Said it
you
was a
happen
silver
to
mine.
know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
This guy. He's going on the list.
Good day to you. What? Good luck to you.
Didn't mean to talk to you.
Damn!
God be with you.
Let's see here.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So, Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
God be with you.
I hear that's what them foreign soldiers do.
Alright. Okay.
Oh, he was looking mighty smug. Not his usual grouchy self at all. What's he so pleased about all of a sudden?
Haven't you heard?
Yeah, I didn't even know you could do this. Okay, cool. Oh, really? So that was kind of like, I was wanting to read what they did, but obviously didn't do that. Okay, let me see here. I need to find a trader.
And he said it's like that all over.
Why's that then?
Well, the roads ain't safe, so they have to hire armed escorts. And them fellows don't come cheap.
On account of brigands like?
Aye. My respects to you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Voteva's your man. He's the local dealer, skinny fellow. Take care now.
This one? Yeah.
God be with you.
What you got?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
I might have some coin. Don't you worry. Torch. A treasure map. Cool. Oh, he's...
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Let me out, I say. Don't you know who I am?
Someone who's about to lose his teeth if he doesn't get lost quick?
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, we're on the move. Ooh, I got it. Last time I played this game, I could not get that to save my life. I like that no one's asking any questions. They're just like, dude wearing some armor on a horse? No questions.